There is a leather brand hidden in plain sight that makes some of the world's best leather goods. They not only have their own line, but they also make leather goods for other companies like Lucchese, Nisolo, Huckberry, Fount, Buffalo Jackson, and even others that we don't know. Do you know who it is? Well, I'm going to show you 8 products from their line and show you the most underrated leather brand I have ever encountered. Hey everyone, I'm Dave with Beast Made Reviews, of course, a channel dedicated to reviewing quality at different price points. Now, a while ago, I was contacted by a brand that I was a little bit familiar with already. A few years ago, I tried one of their briefcases and I really liked it a lot. I was already really familiar with the quality of their stuff, so I was really super excited about it. The brand is Mission Mercantile, and if you're looking for really good, high-quality leather products or wax canvas products, you've got to check out this line. I think you'll really like these. I knew that this would be a mega hit with my community, so I just had to bring this line to you guys. Now, I'm showing you 8 products here, but they have so many in their line, so many. But before we do that, if you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe down below. I think you'll really like it here. If you like fashion EDC, bags, anything cool, I think you'll really like it here. And I'll also have links down below to these products. They are affiliate links and they will help out the channel anytime you buy through that. I always appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I also have a coupon as well. You can go use the coupon BMR and you can get 10% off. Now, a quick disclaimer here, this video is sponsored. Mission Mercantile is sponsoring this video. I don't always take all these sponsor requests from certain companies, only brands that I really trust and that I can really highly recommend. I'm going to keep all my honest opinions here, and they know that going in. Consider this an overview of the line, but I just wanted to disclose that ahead of time. Now, Mission Mercantile is a Texas-based company started by founder and owner Chuck Bowen, but the seeds of the company started decades ago in a hardware store owned by his father, Bill Bowen. Chuck grew up working in his father's store and learned what it took to make a successful business. He started Mission Mercantile, and today they make handmade, high-quality, honestly priced leather goods from their factories in León, Mexico and Texas. Now, I know some people, whenever they watch my reviews, ask about customer service and different interactions with a company, and I can't always review that on the channel. Mission Mercantile, though, is different, and they call it not just customer service, but mythical customer care. It starts, of course, by making the best high-quality products, and they put their handshake guarantee on all of their products. Now, in all my years of reviewing, I have seen some good companies with good warranties, but I have never seen a company go this far out of their way to express just how far they will go to help their customers. I really get the sense that this is not just an empty promise, and this is the culture of their company. From what they say, they're going to take the best care of each customer. All right, let's get to some of the products real quick. Now, these are all best sellers, but this is only 8 products. They have dozens more, probably even more than that. They have a lot of products, different colorways, and different configurations, so definitely check out the website. If you're looking for something of this quality, but maybe what you're looking for isn't in this list, go to their website and check them out. I think you really like whatever they have. All the products I'm going to mention have really high quality components, really great YKK zippers, marine grade poly threads, full grain leathers, 18-ounce wax canvas, and that's one thing I think Mission Mercantile does really well. They have a great wax canvas line, and sometimes I think wax canvas is a great alternative to leather and even superior in some cases. We'll get to that in some of these choices real quick. First, we'll start off a little small here, and this one is the Campaign Leather Small Wallet. Now, this is part of their Campaign collection. They have a couple of different collections on their website. The Campaign collection is kind of their everyday collection of things that a lot of people use all the time. So this one is a wallet, of course. People use wallets all the time. Now, this wallet, I think, is really cool. It's kind of a blend between a minimalist wallet design and a bifold. Now, I think this is a beautiful little small minimalist style wallet. I like that it's similar in size to other minimalist wallets on the market, but it also offers that bifold design that we're all kind of familiar with and accustomed to. The leather is gorgeous on this. I love the color and all the grain and the color variation on this. There are 4 slots on this wallet, and if you give it some time to stretch, you could fit 2 cards in each slot, doubling your size. But it will add a little bit of thickness though. But I like that it still remains pretty thin even when you put all 4 cards in the wallet. I I think one of my favorite parts about this wallet is the little clip on the inside there that holds cash. Now, I've seen wallet designs like this before, and I think they're cool, but never to this extent. This seems like one of the smallest form factors for this style of wallet that I have seen. And when you look at the wallet by itself, it almost looks like it'll be too small for a bill, but when you put a bill inside the wallet, it's just wide enough to cover the bills inside. I love all the smooth burnished edges, and overall everything about it is just flawless. Really excellent minimalist wallet here. All right, next is the Theodore Leather Padfolio. Now, this is a large letter-sized padfolio, and it is excellent. The color on this leather is Pebbled Espresso, part of their Theodore collection, and this will hold a letter-sized notepad or an A4 paper size. Now, I think this padfolio is just stunning. I mean, incredible. This was my first experience with their Theodore collection and this Pebbled Espresso leather, and I think this may have been the first thing I picked out of the box whenever I opened it, and I was blown away when I saw it. It's incredible. I mean, I think this is breathtaking. I took it out and I told my kids that it's made of dinosaur skin. They didn't believe me, thank God, but it looks and feels incredible, almost like bison, if you've ever used anything with bison. It feels like an old, beat-up, well-made football. I love the two-toned look with the contrasting smooth brown leather, and the rivets look cool too. And there's a ton of space on the inside, and they use all of it and do it really well. I was also blown away by the suede. That's a nice touch to add a little bit of class. And if you look closely, you can even see the pores of the leather, which is crazy. Now, this fits your standard letter-sized notepad, but if you're gonna get something as nice as this, I really recommend getting a nicer quality paper. One that I really recommend is the Clairefontaine Triomphe paper. Clairefontaine is paper that is made in France, really smooth and buttery. It's great paper, but this is just one suggestion that I would really make. If you're going to get this notepad, put really good paper in there. It will just enhance the experience all the more. I think this Padfolio is incredible. I love it. When you look at it, it looks amazing. It's beautiful, it's well made, and it smells incredible. Excellent Padfolio. Definitely check that one out. All right, next product here is the Heritage Leather Dock Electronics Kit. Now, I can never not laugh at a good pun or wordplay or good dad joke, and when I saw that someone made a kit that was kind of like a toiletry bag, kind of like a DOP kit, but for electronics, and they called it a dock kit, I admit I had a little bit of a chuckle there. But jokes aside, this is a really cool kit that holds all of the kind of gadgets or miscellaneous accessories or cords or anything electronic that you want to carry on a trip or just around you. This is a great little organizer for that. Now, I think this is such a cool pouch, and there's tons of stuff in here. I really like how they laid this out with all of the different hooks. I love the optional leather wraps that you can use for cords, and it just snaps on the accessory bag. I love that you have an accessory bag there and that you can take that out of the bag if you want. I think the pinstripe just looks so cool on the inside, and I love just the way that it's laid out as well. It easily fits the SD cards, and you can even put the SD cards in the little plastic holder, and it fits inside that too, which is a great thought there. You don't have to take the SD card out. I love the overall look of the bag. Again, I really love this Theodore collection a lot, and the size is perfect. I think this is a perfect size. It has a ton of room on the inside without being too big. Anything bigger than this would have been too big. Anything smaller would not hold enough. And I had a little bit of a hunch with this bag, and I got a couple of things out in the house to see if they would fit, and yep, sure enough, they do fit those. And if Mission Mercantile ever made a bag that was specifically designed for this, I would be all in. That would be incredible. All things considered, this bag is great. I really like having an electronics organizer in general. There's so many times when I'm going on a trip or doing something and I needed a bag. Instead of having everything spread all around my clothes in different areas, I just wanted something to organize everything in one spot. This is a lifesaver with travel or with daily use if you use electronics like this often. And I'll just say this, it's a really great gift idea. If you ever need a good gift idea to get someone who uses electronics a lot or travels a lot, you need an idea for a birthday or an anniversary or the holidays, this is a great option. All right, next is the Campaign Wax Canvas Toiletry Square Shave Kit. I had to read that one. Now, every guy needs a good DOP kit, and this is one of the best that I have found. It's not that you would use it every day, but whenever you need one for travel, they are indispensable. Now, I think this is an incredible incredible dop kit and probably one of the best designs that I've seen for a dop kit in a long time. Now, typically dop kits kind of are a football shape and they unfold like a taco, and that's fine, that works. But this one is a little bit better because you can unzip it in half and then lay both sides flat. I also love the wax canvas on this. The wax canvas is really great because it sheds water and it just compresses really nicely whenever you want to store it. I was a little bit on the fence about the nylon on the inside, but once I thought about it, I thought this was a really nice touch. If they were to add anything else, maybe a leather or a cloth of some sort, that would absorb water and eventually the inside of your dop kit would get moldy and mildewy, and that's not what you want. Instead, this sheds water on the inside with this nylon lining. That nylon is waterproof, so if there's any water that gets in there, you can just wipe it dry or let it air dry. I also really like the leather on this as well. I'm sure the leather was there for structure and support, especially for that grab handle there, but it just looks really cool. I've had a lot of dop kits that were really shady quality, really bad quality, even some that were supposedly leather that weren't great. And this one is the nicest one that I've ever owned before, and it is spectacular. So if you're looking for a good quality dop kit, definitely check this one out. Next is the White Wing Wax Canvas Cooler. Now, portable coolers like this are one of those things where you don't know that you need it until you do. And I have used these so much at parties, at games, at hangouts with friends. These really come in handy. I love this style of cooler. Now, this is a great little cooler, and I think the size on this is perfect. 8 to 10 cans with ice is still a lot of drinks there. And I'll tell you this, that's a lot of Capri Suns for kids. And for size reference here, I stuffed this with a couple of big water bottles, like a 30 ounce and a 40 ounce Stanley cup. I probably wouldn't do that in real life, of course, but it just shows you how much this will store on the inside for such a small package. It's definitely more high quality than any other cooler like this type that I have ever used. Most of the time, those are just made of plastic or nylon or what have you. This one, whenever you bring it out, looks incredible and it looks expensive and it looks nice. But more importantly is that it does the job. Now, I didn't get a long-term test with this, but I did put some ice in there to test, and it held the ice in there really cold for several hours. I didn't see how long it held the ice frozen. I kept the ice in there with some drinks, worked throughout the day, went to bed, woke up the next morning. The ice by that time had melted, but the drink was still really cold. And that was probably 18 hours later. I love the colorway of this. I think that the dark green looks really good and the leather on this looks spectacular. All the attention to detail really stands out with this bag. You can just look at just the little things and tell this is really made well. I think this is a great cooler. I love the size. Again, I think this is one of those sizes that is perfect. It's small enough where you can just carry it in one hand, and it's big enough to where it holds enough in there. Even though I didn't get like a full test of how long the ice keeps things cool, in my experience, having something last 12 hours cold is good enough. That is good for any use that I would ever use it for. And I really don't have any cons with this bag. I think it's just perfect just the way it is. And as far as these portable ice chests go, some are colder, but none are cooler. All right, next is the Theodore leather backpack. Now, of all the pieces here, this is one of those pieces that is just a showstopper. It's breathtaking. This is one of their best sellers. Whenever you see it online, it looks great, but whenever you see it in person, it is spectacular. Now, at this point, I really shouldn't be that surprised by any of the products here, but this is another product that really wowed me. I really like the leather on this. Again, I think that pebbled espresso just looks incredible. And the way that they use the pebbled espresso with the other smooth brown leather for just added contrast really makes everything pop. Every inch of this is just really impressive. The design is really well thought out, and you can tell that they took a lot of time with this design, and I'm sure that there was probably a lot of different prototypes. It really shows there's a lot of attention and care, and everything is in a thoughtful place, and everything is where it should be. Some of the things I really love here, first, I love the finger bridges on the exterior pockets. You can just stick your finger inside and snap the button closed. It just makes closing it really easy with one hand. I made sure to put a lot of stuff in this backpack to see how much it held, and of course, it does hold some of those as well. But there's a lot of room on the inside here. This is a good sized backpack. I also really like the slip pockets on the outside. I think that is a great way to maximize the space of the backpack. And the padded microfiber pocket is a great feature. And the shoulder straps, the grab handle, the trolley straps are all really well done as well. It is just a wonderful backpack with a lot of use. There's a definite wow factor to this, and I'm convinced that if you took this out every day, you would get comments and compliments and questions about this bag every single day because it is an eye catcher. It's also really good for men and women. I don't think that it looks too masculine or feminine. I think it really kind of straddles that line between something that a woman would like and a man would like as well, which is really hard to do. And again, maybe this is a broken record, but I'm just really pleased with how well the quality is on this. I mean, what a bag. It's just really incredible. Next is the Campaign Wax Canvas Large Duffel Bag. Now, there's no surprise here that they have a duffel bag. I think every company out there who makes bags makes a version of the duffel bag or weekender or some kind of travel bag, but I think this bag is incredible. It's one you do not want to miss. Now, out of all the products that I got here, this one to me, honestly, impressed me the most. I knew the quality would be very good, and I knew that the design would be at least very useful. But to be honest, I think this is one of the best duffel bags I have ever seen. The quality is absolutely outstanding on this, but more than that, I think that the components of how they made this, the design, is excellent. Now, this is a wax canvas version, and yeah, they do have a leather version. They have leather bags as well, leather travel bags. But I really want to say that the wax canvas version of this is probably far superior than the leather version, I would say. For one reason, the wax canvas obviously water resistant already and very tough and very durable, but also too, whenever you're not using it, the bag kind of collapses and folds into a little small area. So you can just slide that under your bed or put that in a space to really kind of save some space whenever you're not using it. But also too, the bag itself is just great. Now, this is a very large bag as far as duffels go. This is a large duffel bag, and there's a lot of space on the inside here. No complaints here. I also really like the rollout bag here too. The side of it unzips, and you can put shoes, or you can put dirty clothes in there, or even maybe wet clothes, like maybe a swimsuit or a shirt that got wet or something like that. You can put that in there. That's made of the 430D nylon, so it's not going to absorb any moisture or anything, so that's a really nice touch there. And I also like that if you're not using it, you can just roll it up and then cinch it with the leather strap on the inside of the bag. Another thing I really like about this are the zippers. Now, I know YKK zippers are pretty standard among really high quality things. I'm not surprised at seeing a YKK zipper here, but these are heavy duty, they're really big, but something about these are just really extra smooth here. It has a very satisfying, smooth feel whenever you're using it, something you don't get on every zipper out there. There's just something really nice and exceptional about this particular zipper. Also, what really stands out about this bag to me is just the attention to detail over every square inch. There's something about this that is above and beyond, even more than other bags that Mission Mercantile makes, and I don't know what that is. Everything looks perfect. It's just little things sometimes like the grab handle, or the leather strap, or the zippers, the leather accents, or the leather on the zipper. There's just little small things here and there that are just so small and yet still so perfect. I know this sounds silly, but this bag almost feels like an embarrassment of riches. Like whenever I got this bag, it almost feels like it shouldn't be for me. You know, it's too nice almost. Mission Mercantile didn't have to put that much care and attention into this bag, but they did anyway. And in a way, it's almost overwhelming whenever you get it in your hands, whenever you look at it. It's spectacular. This bag is absolutely perfect just the way it is. All right, and last but not least is the Campaign Wax Canvas Garment Bag. Now, this is an item that has been missing in my wardrobe for quite some time, but with how much I've loved all of their wax canvas stuff, this is an absolutely killer piece. Now, this is another bestseller in their line, and it's not something that I would immediately think would be a bestseller from a line, but the more I thought about it, the more it makes sense, because garment bags are not typically something that you find that are really high quality. I've seen some really cheap ones before, but really high quality ones that are like this, that are really nice, that look great, are, I think, really hard to find. Now, as a garment bag goes, I don't think there are any surprises here. It's a pretty standard design, but it's just made to a very high quality standard. And I do really love the colors in this as well. The navy canvas is great, and I love the hickory leather accents. And I really love the pinstripe on the inside too. That looks so nice. It adds a really nice contrast, pop of color, and makes the inside more visible and lower light to a degree. And again, the zipper is really smooth on this. The dimensions are nice too. It has a good bit of room on the inside for at least 2 to 3 suits, and I love how flat it gets when not used. I don't really travel a lot with nice clothes, so for me, this bag isn't something that is a must-have for me personally, but I know a lot of people out there who really do travel a lot with nicer clothes, suits, and that type of thing, and this is something they would really want. So if you want the best garment bag out there, definitely check this one out from Mission Mercantile. Now overall, I have been blown away by Mission Mercantile, and even though I got to try a lot of their products here, there are still so many more I didn't even get to touch. These are just some of their best sellers, and I was amazed at how good the quality was on everything. And seeing their history, where their owner came from, and their experience, and their guarantee to a handshake guarantee for every product, to take care of every customer with a mythical customer care, all of this just wrapped up into really high quality products with a really high attention to valuing their customers as well. It's hard not to see them as just one of the best companies out there right now. So often we get jaded and we say to ourselves, they don't make things like they used to. And maybe that's true with some bigger corporate brands, but Mission Mercantile is different. They're not just making it how it used to be, they're making it how it should be, and they're doing it better. And they're treating the customer better as well. What a company. Just a great company overall, and absolutely top tier, S tier products from them. Definitely check out Mission Mercantile in the links down below. I think you'll really like anything you get. Guaranteed. I'll shake your hand on that. And if you get something from Mission Mercantile, let me know. I would love to hear your story. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Beast Made Reviews.